because I know Tom wants to watch this later.
Beautiful. Go the other way.
The release.
Yeah, you're in great shape. You bet. If anything, if I challenged you anywhere, I would want him backing up Chris Martin.
Right.
More pop. More pop.
And I get that by.
No. How do we turn him faster? Get him to take a longer stride.
Right.
What are you doing when you're disengaging him? Getting him to reach. Getting him to reach those hind feet. Get him to take a longer stride.
So when I'm disengaging and then I ask for that back.
So go into your disengagement, and in your mind, don't think about just moving his moving his hips. Think about how long of a stride he's taking. Pull that right rein back and make him reach to the side. Make him reach. Yeah. Feel that? Yeah. Pull that rein again and say, I want you to reach. He doesn't have to hurry.
Right.
We don't have to move their feet very fast. We have to take them to take a longer stride. So just disengage and think to yourself, push his hind feet. Push. See, those are short. Nope, I'd go back. That was a short stride. Just disengage. I'll tell you when to back up. Pull that rein, push that leg. Now hold. Hold. That's a long stride. That's a short stride. Stay in the disengagement again. Don't go into the backup. Don't even bother. Just stay here first. Yep, I'm going to show you. I want you to feel the difference between a long stride and a short stride. That's a long stride. That's a short 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 stride. That's a long stride. That's a short stride. That's a long stride. Can you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. So now slow everything down for a minute. Go out there and with some fluidity, some elegance. Just ask him to take a long stride to the side. Get 2 long strides to the side. And then that's a short stride. That's too fast. That's a long stride. That's a long stride. Now take that, start transferring it back. Pull, 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 and release. There you go. Yes. Now he's starting to shorten up on you again.
Yeah.
That's when you go back and you lengthen the stride behind and then start taking it into that backup again. Because what he backs up just like he does these disengagements. The first 2 steps are perfect. Then he starts to rush. And he just does these short little bitty steps. It's the same thing he's doing in that backup. He starts good and then he starts. Okay? We just got to find some more consistency there, lengthening that stride.
All right. So if he's doing half and half, keep him going long stride by every time he starts short striding and disengaging, make him reach, and then ask.
Yes. And I mean, there's going to come a day where you've got to just get him through that and try to get him taking a long stride right up in the backup. But at this point of the game, absolutely, that's a great stride. Start transferring it back. Start transferring it back. So like that, exactly. Now start transferring it back again. Relax. You're fine. You're fine. So all you can do to help him there, Tom, don't feel like as soon as you start to initiate the backup, you've got to take your leg away. Because that leg is helping you lengthen that stride, right? That leg is pushing those hind feet. Don't feel like just because you start backing up, you've got to take that leg away from him.
Okay.
As you continue backing up and you feel like he's doing well, you can start weaning him off of that leg. But in the beginning, don't be afraid to hang that leg in and keep pushing those strides behind and keep that nice stride in the backup. That's a great stride. Now he's getting quick. That's a better stride now. Transfer that back, transfer that. Keep that foot in. Keep that foot in his belly. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
You lengthened that stride there. He was going to take a short one. When you brought your leg back in, he reached. Precisely. Keep rolling with it. How are we doing? Not so good? All right. So let me see if I disengage first. You understand what I mean by disengage? Okay. That's a great step. And then you got to be more to it. That's a great step. Push, release. Push, push. Ask the question and release. Ask the question.
So where's my release in this?
Okay, so go back to that lollipop idea. I don't want you to just make him disengage. I want you to ask him if he can. Push that leg on, take a hold of it. Wait until he does it correctly, then release. I'm going to try to help you feel where that release is. Physically, I guess what you can watch. Hey Tom, disengage his hip for me again. The way they need to do it when it's done correctly, if he's going to disengage off his right leg, the right hind foot should step in front of the left hind foot. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks, Tom.
I just wasn't understanding the release.
Yep, I'm going to help you try to feel it. Pull that middle back, put that right leg. No, not yet. Not yet. That's a good step. Now you can use your outside leg, or outside rein, I'm sorry, to kind of shut the front end down. So the front end kind of stands still, but worry more about what the feet are doing. That's a good step. That's a good step. Push. That's a good step. That's a good step. Feel that? Get it the other way. Oh, look, he's already looking back up. That's good. That's a good step. That's a good step. That's a good step. That's a good step. So now, get that motion going, and then just transfer it back.
Our problem is when I have my legs on to trying to keep his face in and without pull up. I've had that issue. And he gets his face jerked out a little bit. And he has flipped over. And so I don't want to have to pull on his face to get him to back up, to get that horse back up. So I've changed this colt now and done him to where if my legs are in him, if the front door was closed, then I shouldn't have to ever pull on him again.
Hey,
But I
Tom.
can keep that a little bit.
Hang on a second. So I love what you're saying. I'm going to help you try to work it out.
Okay.
And I'm just going to give you my rule. Tom knows this rule very well. You don't want to have to pull on a reining horse, on any horse, but you better know that you can.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I don't mind what you're telling me. I don't mind what you're telling me. I don't even mind how you trained this horse. It just worries me. It just worries me because now essentially he's trick trained. What happens if you get in a bind? What happens if you put my mom on him?
And they need to stop, and the first thing they do is pull.
And I want to train all my horses to throw anybody on, and they're going to be safe. And so when we start talking about trick training them, that's the thing. Like what you're talking about with your legs, to me, that's a cue. And that's okay. If that's your cue to ask them to back up, that's great. Use it. When my reining horses, if my feet are out in front of their shoulders, they're backing up. That's a cue. I don't want to have to pull on them, but I better know that I can.
Right.
Okay? And that's what this is trying to show you.
It's just
Is
picking up.
this is the foundation, being able to pull. Then, once you create that foundation, then you can add your cue. So like for instance, when I push my feet off on my reining horses, that's their cue. When they're two, they don't know that.
Right.
But I give them that cue, I draw attention to it, and now I have a tool to show them what that means. Slap on, pull them back. Slap on, pull them back. And then,
To their shoulders.
yep, so I'll clarify that too. So my feet are out here, they don't back up, I draw attention to it, I have a tool to pull and show them what it means. Do it again, pull. Pretty soon, my feet go here and I touch, oh, I know what's coming. Now I don't have to pull on. Now I don't have to pull on. But I know you need to know that I can. Okay?
Okay.
I see that a lot with people slapping them in the shoulders. Again, you're just making them back up. It's a cue. It's a cue. My feet are out here, that means back up. It doesn't matter to me what your cue is. It does not matter to me at all. I just want to make sure that you're consistent and it's safe.
Right.
And that's the only problem that I have with what you're talking about. I would be leery of that horse though. And if I were to have to fix it, which I don't like having to fix those, get control of his hind end. Get control. A lot of disengagement. A lot of and if you are going to back him up in a circle. Because again, if he rears and he falls down with you, you will break your leg. You will survive.
Right.
You get stuck here, you're in trouble. Okay. Let's back him up. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So we're disengaging.
Now, just keep that bend, keep that leg. Just start applying your outside. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Now, what I would want to improve on that is you were backing him with a bend and he was backing straight. Technically, he should have been backing that way, and he should have been moving off of your leg.
Okay. I think I quit putting leg on when he kept moving.
And
back.
do you understand why you keep that leg on? That leg is what keeps those hind feet. And more than likely, that horse that rears doesn't know how to move his hind feet. Doesn't know how to move his hind feet. So those horses, they get like an elephant on top. They get like this and they go, oh shit.
Oh yeah, he's stuck. That horse is completely
So
stuck.
when he gets like this, the best thing in the world you could do for him is do that.
Okay.
Show him how to move his hind feet out of his own way.
Right.
Well, that energy's got to go somewhere. If
Yeah.
It's not going back.
And And if they've been in a wreck, that's what they're gonna look to do. How's this one coming?
I should ask, are you
Yeah.
okay with all this videotaping?
Am I gonna be famous?
Well,
Am I gonna be rich?
when I put it
I'd
on-
rather be rich than famous.
If I put it on YouTube, I can tag you or not tag you, but I
don't-
definitely will make it so these guys can watch it.
I don't care. You can do
Okay.
whatever you want. Yeah, I'd get a little bit more disengaged. Shut that front end down just a little bit more. Reach back with that leg. Just a
So
little.
reach back more on, okay.
Yep, and just shut that front end down just a smidge. I don't mind the forward motion, but it's just
So
there. That's a
am I
better.
dropping, okay, am I dropping it, I'll drop this hand down to shut the front end a little bit more? Okay.
Yeah. So like I'm focused here, but I'm using this just to kind of block that. Block
Okay.
that.
Oh, kinda like I did on picking up that shoulder almost
Yeah.
for that horse yesterday.
Precisely. Shut that front end down. Not yet. That's a better step. That's a great step. Now start transferring it back. And release. Yeah. Move it again. And actually, keep going.
Nice. That one felt a lot better.
You're doing it, Joe. You got it figured out. We're gonna just challenge him a little bit.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with a little longer stride. You go. I'm just gonna help you. Push that leg in. That's a step. That's a
Yeah, that's,
Take that. Shut that front end down. Take that back.
that was a lot faster. Because when I was doing it right here, he was sticking it and then running. That felt like I was just following him back. Because when I was over here, it felt like I was pushing it back. That was just like he's already still.
No, not yet. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. Start taking it. There he's still stuck. Feel that?
Yeah.
Yep. Come on up. And like the neat thing is like this is something you can do like in the feed yard or whatever. That you bet. That's a yeah. There it is right there.
And there you are.
Cool. All right. I think it's lunchtime.